Hello everyone, welcome to the P.o.P.
AKA the podcast of positivity.
I'm Game Dad 3, aka Gamer Dad.
And I am LoneWolfanCub, aka Lone Wolf, and we are both streamers on Twitch. And if you would like to check out our socials, you can check those out in the description below. And if you want to be really, really awesome and chock full of positivity, go ahead and hit that follow and subscribe button.
On this podcast, we'll be talking about a variety of stuff, from favourite teams, favourite foods, favourite travel locations, etc. So please stay tuned for everything else.
As well as movies, television, video games, and all that fun hubbub of positivity, including wrestling as well, because we're wrestling fans. Why not? But
we're a fan of everything.
First and foremost, this is our premiere episode, and the topic we are going to be talking about today is how streaming, because we are both streamers, how streaming has helped us in our lives and what it has done for us in our lives, and what it does for us, and the experience of it, because it's all about positivity. And so, Gamer Dad, if you want to kick it off on what streaming does for you or how you got into streaming, let's kick this off, baby.
Well, I first started streaming one random night. My partner, who's also a streamer, Loch Ness 2307, go follow. She actually come across Twitch and said, "Why don't you jump on there? Show people your games and stuff." So me not having any sort of setup, thought, okay, you can stream directly from your console, which I found out that night as well. So I signed up to Twitch, logged in, etc. Started streaming. Didn't get any views whatsoever. It put a little down on me, so I thought I'd try it again, and here I am now with over 300 followers. And it's honestly helped me come out of my shell a bit, well, a lot, I should say. And it's helped me receive a lot of love and a lot of friends, just like Wolf here. Since I come across Wolf and the positivity movement, it's changed me completely, and I'm not going back anywhere. So Wolf, back over to you.
How I got into streaming, we'll rewind 4 years ago, and I was thinking about getting into streaming, just to something to break up the monotony of my life and try and socialize more, because all I did was work 6-7 days a week. I had a newborn child, aka Cub, hence my name, LoneWolfanCub, and I had a very bad experience trying to get information, asking another streamer. Really turned me off. Was like, I don't want anything to do with streaming. You know, I got trolled, made fun of. I asked some questions, straight, terrible experience. So I was like, I don't want to stream. Then I actually had an Xbox. I got an Xbox 2 years later. I had a PS4 at that time, but I got an Xbox as well. And there used to be a company called Mixer. And Mixer was set up on the Xbox that literally with the click of the controller, bam, you're live, you're streaming. And I had just got Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
Awesome game, by the way. Awesome game.
Yeah, very good game. Great anime as well. That's another thing we'll talk about on the channel.
Exactly.
Yeah. We're weebs. But long story short, I hopped on, was like, I'm gonna be an anime streamer. I love anime. I love comic books, so that's gonna be my content. And I went on, just like Gamer Dad, no viewers or very little, but just kept chipping away at it, and I started meeting a lot of awesome people and getting out of my hermit shell, as I call it, because, you know, it's like, oh, I'm 30 and, you know, I ain't a kid no more, and, you know, I don't need friends, and I'm a lone wolf. But the socialization is a huge thing. And then in turn, I got my diagnosis of CPTSD while you know, in the very early parts of streaming. So I opened up about my PTSD and my experiences, not others, my experience and what's going on with me, and that's what it's always been. And just awareness of, you know, it's a very real thing. And through that, I met so many other individuals, and through that, 3 months into streaming, decided to call it the positivity movement. And, you know, be positive, think positive, act positive, and positive things will happen. And so, you know, here we are almost 2 years later. Now I'm at Twitch, but you know, that's a story for another time. But I'm so thankful. I've met people like Gamer Dad and people in the community, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. And the socialization of having the ability to speak with others all the way on the other side of the world. Like right now, there's a 5-hour time zone difference between me and Gamer Dad. And here we are filming this episode, and we met through streaming. And I believe it was your Mrs. Ness, Loch Ness 2307, came to my stream, and then she brought you along, and then kind of just went from there.
Yeah. Yes, and it's been a fun, wild ride. Yes,
very wild ride. So I would really like to ask you, so, you know, you said, and it's interesting to me to hear other people's perspectives. You know, we all talk all the time, all of us community members, you know, whether it's through the chat, Discord, you know, we always communicate in some form or another. It's really interesting to me to hear, you know, that streaming has helped you come out of your shell. So, like, could you describe that a little more, or go a little more in depth on what you mean by that?
Well, at first I was like all shy. I had a big stammer where I couldn't. I've got to try and say something, but it's just like a long pause. So because I'm talking a lot on streams, when people come into chat, I'm talking to them, asking them how they're doing. It's giving me that practice to keep talking. My stammer is still there a little bit, but it is helping a lot. And I do have a bit of social anxiety, but I still go out a lot more than I used to. And so streaming has helped me come out of my shell that way. Plus, I've got 3 kids myself, so I'm very tired. And me and Ness take the kids out. So, and I often come across people who are new to school, or just get talking to random people who's out and about. So so streaming for me has helped me become a better person, and I'm thankful for that.
It's awesome, man. And I really feel like I can relate to that on some aspects of it, because I know myself, before going into streaming, it was, you know, 9 to 5, punch the card, come home, Mrs. Kid, then, rinse, repeat. And getting into streaming, and like I said, getting the socialization, and especially, at least for me, and what works for me may not work for another individual, or like with you, it may, what works for you may not work for another individual, but I know for my mental health, with my CPTSD, ADHD, anxiety, depression, it has helped as a coping mechanism. And I don't know if you can relate to that on the mental health aspect, but with your stammering and everything like that, like you were saying, but still, that is a condition which could, coincides. It intersects, and it's just interesting hearing you say that, because I relate, and I know that I have improved in mental health when I have had the ability to come onto my streams. And that's the great part, is that us as content creators and as streamers, your content, as long as you follow TOS guidelines, your content is whatever you want it to be, and nobody can tell you otherwise. So, if you want to one day not really talk to your audience, which is not the greatest idea, but if you want to go on one day and click the camera on and not really engage with your chat and just play with your friends and record it, you can do that. Or if you want to come on and you want to talk about how the Pittsburgh Steelers just lost the football game, and you want to play some Madden football and beat up on the team that just beat your team, you can do that, and you can laugh about it, and your chat will help you get over it, your community will help you get over it. And that's the other thing too, is if you're feeling down in the dumps, I know for me, there's been multiple times where I'm so thankful that I stream, because I was not in the greatest mood, and my chat, and like you included, you've been one of them, where I've come in and I have not felt the greatest and not 100% positive, but I've walked away from the stream 4 hours later feeling so much better.
Yeah, I agree.
And that is just a beautiful part of streaming, and I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world, even though just as many good experiences I've had bad experiences. I wouldn't trade. I would go through put up with the bad experiences to the positives out of it, and the self-confidence it gives me too is second to none. So I know that's what it's done for me on that aspect, to be able to relate with you, the mental health and the stammering, it's both conditions. So I know I've seen improvement in myself. So can I ask you then, because I know this happens for me, like I use gaming and streaming as well, because they correspond. I use it as a decompression tool and a escape tool to break the monotony of everyday life up. Do you do the same thing? Do you use that as a decompression tool, some sort?
Somewhat, yeah, because whenever I come online, I either have just my console on and my friends in the chat, or if it's on a certain day, then I'm streaming at a certain time. If I'm feeling bad, I might not stream that night, but otherwise I'll stream, have a great stream, have a bad stream, it doesn't really matter, and then I'm just thankfully either way that I've got the chance to stream. So yeah, it's just one of those things.
I also want to hit on, because we're talking about our experiences, and I hope that there's others out there that have these positive experiences in streaming, if you're willing to try it, whether as a viewer, a lurker, or a content creator, or all of the above. I know one of the things that has blown me away is that essentially before even the friendships made, and it's just like in real life, but this is all real life, streaming's real life, it's just, you know, you're on a keyboard or you're on your cell phone. I know that there has been times, you know, and I'm very thankful for Mrs. Wolf and my daughter, but you know, there has been times where I've been by myself, you know, here by myself, and you know, I'm feeling a little depressed, or I'm feeling a little anxious, or I'm feeling not confident in myself, or you know, down at, like I just said earlier, down in the dumps. And it's so amazing how there are viewers out there that genuinely do care for your well-being, and they just want to see you laughing and having a good time, and that's so amazing to me too. And that's positivity at its best, is meeting people that you may never even meet face to face, but they're more kind to you than your next door neighbor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's amazing to me. And like I said, the positive experiences that I've had on streaming, I wouldn't trade them for the world. I would not trade them at all. And I want to, if I may, I would love for us to hit, I don't know if this happens with you, but being a viewer. Because both of us, me and you, both are content creators, but we're also viewers too, because we support others as they support us.
Oh, yeah.
And I really, for me, I know when I go in somebody's stream and I'm not busy, and I have the ability to type, and not just sit back and just have to watch and listen because I'm running around like a chicken with his head cut off. It almost gives me like an adrenaline rush when the content creator is talking about a subject that I'm really engaged into or really like.
I agree.
And I don't know, it's like you get that little sweat on the back of your neck, and you get a little fluttery, and you're, you know, whether you're on your phone or you're on the keyboard, and you're typing faster than your fingers can move.
You tend to turn into an excited kid. You're like,
Yeah, and you're trying to keep up, because you know your fingers can only move so fast, and your fingers don't move as fast as the streamer's mouse. So you know, it's just like a voluptuous freaking dust bunny rolling across the floor. And I didn't know if you got that feeling as well as a viewer, but that's happened to me a lot, where I get excited.
Well, it's like if I'm in someone's stream and they're playing a game that I like, or I play myself, I'm either getting tips off them, like watch them play, or I'm tapping in chat, saying hello to everyone, and on one streamer, I tapped in, hello everyone, how are you doing? Then the streamer saw that message, and I was like, oh, belted it, they said my name, yeah. You know, it gives you that little buzz.
It does.
And for some people, like myself, it might give you a bit of confidence to go and do it yourself.
Yeah, and that's, you know, one thing that I do, because, and the only reason I do it is because I know how much it means to me when I go in somebody else's content and they're like, you know, oh, you know, hey, Lone Wolf, how's it going? You know, how's your day going? So when I get a new follow, or somebody comes into the chat for the first time that day, or they're a new follower, like, you know, I am boisterous, I'm excited, you know, I'm thankful, I am all those things at once, and it's all genuine because I know that I've had others, you know, do that for, you know, give that feeling to me just by acting that way and conducting themselves in that way, showing that they do genuinely care and are happy that I've shown up and said hello in their chat. And it means a lot. It does. It does. It does.
It's
Heck of a lot.
It's heartwarming.
Yes, it's very endearing. And that's the thing too, hitting on that, it's, when that content creator reacts to what you put in the chat, I know for myself, that makes me feel special in a way, because it's like, well, damn, they give a, not to say they give a, they give a crap about what I'm saying. Like, they actually acknowledge that I'm saying hi to them. Whether somebody has 3 viewers, I've had people that have 3 viewers acknowledge me, and I've had people that have 3,000 viewers acknowledge me when I've come in and say hello. And whether it's the 3 viewers or the 3,000, it still means the world to me that they acknowledge the fact that I'm there.
Yeah. Plus, it also helps that if you're a streamer of any kind, if you're into networking, going into other people's chats and building a friendship can also help you there as well.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, where I have the honor and privilege of being part of an awesome stream team, Team B42. Stream team captain Benda 42, and I have and then my community as well, our community. I have all these honors because I can go into any of our community members' streams and I feel safe. I feel okay. You know what I mean? I know. Yeah, I feel welcome. I feel comfortable. I don't feel like I have to have my guard up, and that is, the sense. I guess what we're both getting at is to define it better is the sense of belonging and fitting in.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you felt completely alone throughout school, high school, college, or whatever. There's always that one place, even if it's online, talking to friends, there's always that one place that you feel completely safe.
Yeah, and that's...
You can say anything, do anything, and there's no one there to criticise you or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Just go to a safe place, whether it's at home, online, outside even. As long as you've got that safe place with friends, your own community, family, then you've always got that safe place to go to.
And that, and that's the really awesome thing. And another awesome thing, while we're still talking about it, because I know we're starting to get short on time here, but I really, really want to hit on the aspect, at least for me, the last thing that I would love to bring up on this subject is the fact about the co-op gameplay. For me,
yeah,
I never played online with other people. I did not do that. I did not want that. The only way I would ever play online with somebody is if I knew them in person. That is the only way, and you could not convince me otherwise. And I will tell you what, some of my best streams and some of the best times that I've had streaming was getting to play with the community members and the viewers. I've had so much fun. And I know normally, like Fridays, you like to do Among Us streams. At least for me, it's now turned into somewhat of an addiction on my stream, where at least 3 times a week, I've got to have a couple hours dedicated that I'm going to be streaming and having, community members and playing with them live on stream. And shit, I've even played, I play off stream sometimes too.
Oh yeah, same here. whether I'm playing Fortnite, which I've recently got into. Oh, I hated it at one point, but no, I like it. Yeah, I've been converted.
Right? And that's a funny joke. If nobody knows this, why we're laughing so hard is because there was a big group of us in the community that was like, we are never playing Fortnite. We are, I was the one that was like, I'm never playing Call of Duty. I'm never playing Fortnite. I sold out.
Yeah, big time.
I sold out big time. Big time to the point that I'm actually decent. I'm not good at Call of Duty. I am not good at Call of Duty, but I'm actually decent at Fortnite. And
better than me.
Yeah, I thought it.
Well,
but that's the thing. Like we play together. We play together,
it's fun.
and we laugh. We have fun. We rotate out. Some days, you know how it's been. Some days we've had it where there's like 8 to 10 people, and we're rotating in and out, every couple matches to get everybody in so everybody can play. We've had Pokemon streams, whether the one time we had a cross community stream with another community and co-streamed, and that day it was like 30 people, 40 people all jumping in playing Pokemon.
Yeah.
And we didn't know most of the people, we didn't even know, but it was all good fun.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
We all love Pokemon. We all love Pokemon. We all had the same mindset of we're positive. We like positive vibes. We just want to have a good time and enjoy Pokemon together, and that's what we did. We did that for 6 hours.
Yeah, and I was tired at the end of it. I was really tired.
Right. Well, you went longer than me. I left that day, and you were still going for like a couple hours. So, see what? Now we're reminiscing.
Yeah. There was nothing.
But to end it on my end, I feel like I've aired, and maybe a future episode will go into more detail about things about streaming. But as my main man Gamer Dad said, this is going to be a variety podcast where we are going to be talking about ranging from food, travel, movies, entertainment, etc. And this is just one of many subjects.
Way too many subjects to talk about, but we will try and get some of them.
We will, and don't be afraid either. To down in the response box down there in the comments section, don't hesitate to reach out. Put a comment in there. If there is a subject you would like us to hit on, don't be afraid to put it down there in the comments section, and we will highly consider it. Don't be shy now. But
just tell us what to do.
Yeah, tell us what to do. As long as it's positive. Positive.
Yeah.
But I feel I've talked about everything on my end. I don't know if you have, so that's why I'm bouncing this back over you. Do you feel for this illustrious premiere episode, do you feel that we have completed it? Are we completed? Are we done?
I think most of it was just rambling, but I think so, yeah.
Listen, this is the big thing that we're going to be doing here, so everybody knows before we get off. Like I said, if you want us to do a topic or a subject, don't be afraid to put it down in the comments section. If you really like it, hit that follow button and subscribe. We would greatly appreciate it. It's a greatly appreciated but not required. But the biggest thing about here is it is raw and it is organic. We do not do anything scripted here. We bounce off each other, we speak our minds, and that's it. And I feel that is what makes this special, and it's what makes our friendship special. And that's why we got together to do this. And I look forward to doing more episodes of the podcast of positivity, aka what's it called?
The P.o.P.
There you go. There you go. Well, that's all I got for you guys. Once again, the name's Lone Wolf and Cub, aka Lone Wolf.
And I'm Gamer Dad 3,
Go check-
aka Gamer Dad.
And go check them socials out down below in the description. And have a great day, everybody, and stay chock full of positivity.
And we'll see you all next time.